This is a presentation I gave at a workshop entitled The Ideal City, the Emerging Coherence of Smart and Democratic Cities. It was sponsored by the NYU Center for Urban Science, which is one of the world's leading centers for research on smart cities and on the science of cities. What I want to talk about today are the three big challenges facing future cities. All cities will be confronted with three basic questions and three challenges. Are they economically efficient? Are they politically legitimate? And are they meaningful places to live? Ideally, smart cities must optimize three goals simultaneously: efficiency, legitimacy, and meaningfulness. Cities must be economically efficient. They must have effective housing, labor, and land markets. City governance must be politically legitimate. The government must be acceptable and fair in the eyes of a majority of its citizens. And finally, city life must be existentially meaningful. Meaning arises through at least three sources, and it should be said the first two are related to the economy and to the political sphere. The first source of meaning arises from the freedom to choose valued material resources, such as a job, or the type of housing, or the neighborhood in which you live, which gives empowerment and autonomy to those households. And this is organized mostly through the market. A second source of meaning is being recognized as a valued member of a political community, as citizens acting collectively through politics or through voluntary social action. Meaning arises through attachments and commitments to particular persons, places, and symbols. It reflects what it means to live in this city, in this neighborhood, and with these people. So, with all due respect to Plato, this vision involves particularism and is different from a vision of the ideal city rooted in universal principles. And this is something that the science of cities, which emphasizes the objectively measurable data, often ignores. So overall, we can say that smart urbanism will bring together three things: big data and advanced technology, effective institutions, and rich experience. But there is a downside. All good things rarely go together. Each goal faces trade-offs with the other. For example, efficiency requires economic competition between jurisdictions. But this fragmentation can undermine the coherence needed for political decision-making. Similarly, we must view the city's environmental impact in terms of a regional transboundary infrastructure. But this has serious implications for coordinating governance issues across multiple cities. Secondly, democratic legitimacy requires enough government capacity to make people's engagement worthwhile. But that very power allows the government to become distant and unaccountable and perhaps corrupt. This leads to cynicism about public political life, which weakens individual and group trust in institutions. A third set of trade-offs can be found in the question of meaning, which requires security, routine, familiarity, and settledness. But the household mobility required for economic efficiency undermines the citizenship arising from local everyday attachments. And the kinds of disaffection from political life undermines the ability of citizens to act collectively and to feel that they belong to a local political community. At the same time, there are also asymmetric relations between the goals. Economic efficiency and political legitimacy are necessary but not sufficient for meaningfulness. Conversely, meaningfulness is not necessary in the short term for economic
efficiency or sustainability. So one can have a perfectly efficient city which is relatively meaningless for its residents. In sum, all cities will have to confront and manage wicked trade-offs between the three goals, which means trade-offs which are inevitable and unavoidable. And these are, in my view, some of the key challenges facing cities as we go into the future. Thank you.